Wow, this has been a long time coming this month. Oh, excuse the ink on my fingers, sorry. I have been waiting so long for this box, as probably some of you have too. Normally Scrawlrbox try and send their boxes out in the middle, sort of end of the middle of the month. And last week we were told that they were on their way, and I've only just received it, so I am so excited to be opening it up now. So this is the September box, even though we are now on the 2nd of October. So let's see what we've been waiting all this time for. Ta-da! So, do you know what? I think I'm going to open the packet and not get any hints from anything first. So let's see. I think it's some markers. So this is my 4th month and I have not had markers yet. So I am excited to see what we have. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Posca pens. I have to say, I am liking these colours. They're kind of pastel-y colours. So this is an aqua green and it's a bullet-shaped nib. So that's 1.8 to 2.5 millimeters, it says. So then we have, this is obviously black. Sorry, I was just seeing that it said pencil there, which I was intrigued by, but I'm guessing it's still a marker pen. And then this colour is called lavender. And then we have coral pink. And this is a white. So there we go, marker pens. And seeing as I have decided for the first time ever to try and do Inktober this month, these might come in quite handy. So I've never used these before and I have been thinking about buying them. So I am pleased that they've come in this month's box. Right, let's see what else we have. Faber Castell Ecco Pigment. Guessing this is a fine liner, which, yep, it is. I'm just trying to see the size on here. Ah, there we go, 0.6. So that's great for me. For those of you who know me and the stuff that I do, I use fine liners quite a bit for my Zentangle art. So that will definitely be used. Okay, pencil. The Mars Lumograpgp Black, and it's a 2B. Oh, I think there might be a fight over this in my family. A rhubarb and custard drumstick. Oh, that's a fun sticker. I like that. It looks very ice creamy, doesn't it? I think my daughter is going to enjoy these. I think they're her kind of colours. Right, so let's just look at the bump and see what it says a bit more clearly. So, yep, we've got the Posca pens, the fine liner, the pencil. Anything special about the pencil? High percentage of carbon, so it delivers deep, rich blacks with a matte finish. Okay. Okay, then we have under here as well a Geko Freestyle sketch pad, 10 sheets, 250 GSM and acid free. Oh, it's very smooth. Yeah, it's a really smooth paper there. Okay, so that's what we have there, and looks like it's been specially made to go in this box. So the challenge this month is character creation. Wow, I think you could do quite a lot with that. That can be taken quite a lot of different ways. So let's see what we have with the artists. design that is included. That's quite fun. See, yeah, I definitely knew my daughter would probably enjoy this. There's a unicorn on it. She's got her headphones on at the moment and can't hear me, because if she could hear me say unicorn, she would definitely be over here in a shot. Probably not quite the sort of unicorn that she would go for, but still. So the featured artist is SP0. SP0 is an illustrator and street artist based in Bristol, UK. Okay, so you can find their details on Instagram and Facebook at SP076 art. And yeah, very different style, kind of comic booky, kind of street art graffiti style. So let's see what's in the Scrawlrbox. So as usual, it gives you a bit of a rundown on all the stuff that's in the box. Then a bit of interview with the artist and some examples of their work. Then some tips for using the products. And then from previous months, the gallery from July, this was the liquid pencil. That was a really interesting box to use. I have to say I've not used them since doing the challenge, but I do want to try and use them again if I can, because I found them really interesting to work with. Okay, and then there's a little bit about street art. There we go. So that is this month's Scrawlrbox. So we will have a little play with these, I think. Let me see. Let's take out one page now and just get a little feel for things. So let's start with this pencil. It does look actually like a very deep colour. Excuse my focus. It does look to me more like a colour pencil than a drawing pencil. Yeah. Let's see how dark we can go. Interesting, this paper. I'm trying to figure out. So I think that's from the texture of the paper, those marks that we're getting there. It's strange because it's a very smooth paper, and I think it's just certain ways it's picking up the pigment more. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, so yeah, actually that's not quite as dark as I thought it would, but it's almost more, it is more like a colour pen. It is a colour pencil more than what I would call a sketching pencil. Let's see how it smudges. Smudges a little bit, not too much actually. Yeah. Okay, so let's see, what's the fine liner like? Oh, that goes on this paper particularly nice and smooth. That has a really nice. Oh, do you know what? I like that nib. When you put more pressure, you do get a fatter line. So it's got a bit of give to it. Let's maybe zoom in down a bit. You can see that. So you might be able to do some to be honest, I'm not so good at my calligraphy to have to practice. But it's definitely a strong pigment, and yeah, I like that. I have to say I do like that. Right, these Posca pens. Oh, they came off easier than I thought. So now the issue with any pen like this is getting the ink down. So I think what I'm going to do first is shake them. That's generally what you need to do first. You make sure the ink is flowing nicely. And then if I open the 3 colours, and then I can try and work the ink down on all of them at the same time. So normally you have to press a few times. So I'm just going to do them at once to try and save time. Just have to wait until the ink starts flowing. Oh, there we go. That one started, the lilac. Oh, that's quite thick. So these I think they are acrylic, is that right? These Posca pens. So it's basically like a paint in a pen. So that is a really, let me just zoom back down again, a really strong colour. And as you can see, it's quite thick. You can actually see that it's got a good layer there. Right, let's see, this is the coral one. It's almost there. I have to say I am loving these colours. And then here's the aqua. Right, let's try the black. What I'm interested in is how well the black and white might go on top of each other. Ooh, I think I held that down too long. Okay, don't hold them down too long. Wow, that's strong colour. Okay, that goes well on top. I'm wondering if you can, sorry, this is still wet, so I was seeing if I could almost blend it. I guess if you had a paintbrush, you could mix it up a little bit. Okay, so these are smaller pens. You don't need to hold them down quite so long. Otherwise, you end up with big blobs on your paper. Well, like that. See, I'm not paying attention, am I? Okay. Ooh, I think I shook it too much. There's some bubbles there. Yeah, I am spoiling the tablecloth now. Okay, so let's see. Okay, that does go over the top of those colours very nicely. The black's still wet, so I'm not going to go over it, but I can see that that is going to go on top. It literally is like a layer of paint. I'm happy with these. I think I'm going to enjoy these. So from what I've read, like I say, I've never used Posca pens before. I know they are really popular and lots of people do use them. But I've not. And from what I've seen and heard, they can be used on most types of surfaces. So not just pens and pencils, paper, sorry. Oh dear. What am I talking about? Not just on paper and card, but also on ceramics and glass. So I'm interested to find out if I can do something with them a little more out of the ordinary. So there we go. There's our tester. And I will be back later, hopefully, with a character creation. As I said earlier, I am trying to do the Inktober prompt challenge this month, so it might be that I combine this with that. I need to check the list and see if I can merge it together into one to save me a little bit of time. There we go. The September long-awaited Scrawlrbox.